Okay, so I'm going to make some bliss balls. First of all, I need to pit the dates. So I'm just taking out the pips and preparing. I use a punnet of these, so it's about 18 to 25, I guess. So I've just done all of those, and now I have mixed seeds, nuts and berries and a few sultanas. I use 1/3 of a cup, and I have 3 of these, pretty heaped. 1/3 of a cup just seems to fit in here nicely, so that's why I use 1/3 of a cup. So all the seeds and stuff in there too, really nice pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. So just having a look at that. And then I pop them into the blender and just put that on high, just until it's all grounded. So that's on low at the moment, just starting to cut it up, and then I switch it up really high, does a little bit more finely, and then just tip them into a bowl. So I've got a really quite cheap blender, so they don't go real fine, but I actually don't mind. The bliss balls are a little bit chunky anyway, so that's what it looks like. Now I'm just popping the dates into the blender. Now I use 3 tablespoons of cocoa, and so I'm just getting rid of one here, so that's why I'm tipping the rest of that in there, and then 2 tablespoons of the other one. This is really nice. And then all I do is pop in a lid full of vanilla. So it doesn't matter what you've got, vanilla essence, that is. And sometimes you might need some water, just depending upon how dry your dates are. But just blend it first, see how you go. You'll see this will all start to clag in a moment. Now just be in a big bowl. But I don't need to really blend it for that long. So you can start to see it's getting into a ball now. I'll just show you what that looks like. So it's really quite moist. I don't need to add any water. If that was really still quite dry, I would probably pop some water in, but I'll do it after I add all of the grounded seeds, nuts and everything, just to see how dry it is. If it's all falling apart, add a little bit of water and it'll stick together a little bit more, but just a tiny bit at a time. So that's coming apart now again, but as you'll see again in a moment, it all starts to clag up again and it'll go into a ball. There we go. So now I've just got desiccated coconut, and I'm just going to roll my balls and just roll it into the coconut. And it is yum yum. I refrigerate these. Now, if you can add protein into these, I don't worry about adding protein into mine, but if you have protein powder or something, you can add these in. You don't have to use the dried fruits that I've done, but that's what they look like. I've done them all different sizes, so there's a little tiny one there. And then I've done some quite big ones and a little bit smaller. So the medium-sized ones, which would be about 1.5 tablespoons, would be about 100 calories. Yum yum. Cheers, guys.